crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Whoever my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Whoever my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Whoever my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Whoever my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Whoever my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Whoever my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. enough I can remember. Yeah. Good enough I can remember. My heart is color December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Good enough I can remember. Good enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Saturday, man. Y'all smash that like button, sub up to the channel if you're new and if you haven't done so already. Of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional try-on hauls, and y'all know we got Music Monday, which I will be back live on Monday with Music Monday. But for tonight, it's sold out, man, where I talk pretty much sneakers. Normally, this would be the time where I introduce Dunks, but I think he has some other things going on that he couldn't make it tonight. So salute to Dunks. Hopefully, he'll be back with us on Monday. Other than that, sign up for that Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. It is free to sign up, man. If you like sneakers, of course, you'll definitely be in the right place. And, of course, we talk sports. We talk music. We got even I post food over there from time to time, a sports section as well, man. So we definitely do that. And as far as, like, upcoming releases, if I don't be able to put a video out, most likely somebody will probably have thrown it in the Discord if it wasn't me myself. And it's free to sign up, man. So tonight's topic. Let me see what we got up on the building, man. So I'll be making these topics and I'll be having to like move around and stay kind of like busy. But we got one topic where I have seen this floating around, and I'm sure I had talked about this before, and I'll show the topic that we talked about previously. I'm going to share my screen here in just a second. But did Nike copy the Jordan Jumpman logo? So rumors is that picture was originally where he took him and he was wearing New Balance, if I'm not mistaken. So let me share my screen. I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about real quick. I think I was just on this one by myself, but we had covered this topic before. Let me share my screen. Boom, and this is what I'm referring to. Back in September of 2023, on September 6th to be exact, pretty much says we had the Joe Freshgood New Balance inspired by Jordan. So if you see this article that we got up here up on this joint, pretty much you'll see where this is the Jumpman or the Jumpman logo. But if I'm not mistaken, this picture, when I was covering this, it was saying that he was in New Balances. And if I'm wrong, feel free to correct the kid down in the comment section. So we're going to touch on that tonight. And then also we're going to talk a little bit more about StockX. Let me put myself back on the main screen. So we're going to talk a little bit about StockX and pretty much how many fakes they've caught within the past 12 months. Probably going to start there and then pick back up on the Jumpman logo situation or whatever we're going to call it, because we kind of talked about that one before. But I am very curious about how things are going over at StockX, ironically. As far as the drops that we had today, I think we had the Jordan 6s, and I'm not mistaken, I checked that before the live, and they were still available. You know, I didn't check the sizes, but I feel like a little bit of footwork, you can grab them. But let's see what we got in the building real quick, and then we'll continue on with tonight's topic. Y'all know I'm only going to be on this joint for like an hour, so time does go by quickly when you are having fun. So let's see what I got in the building real quick. Says Divine, says, what up? Salute. What up, Divine? What up? What up? Says, chilling, my guy. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's all I've been doing, man. I ran some errands. Obviously, I had to go to the barbershop, and I'm here, man. Finally got to bring out those Crenshaw Skate Club dunks. So really, I think I'm in my dunk bag this year, ironically. But we'll talk more about upcoming releases and future pickups in a little bit. Devon says Action Bronson did a random first come of those friends and family shoes again, and that is sold out in seconds. I mean, that's my thing with that, bro. He clearly don't. He only want, like, if he wanted everybody to have that sneaker, why are they not dropping on the New Balance website? Ironically, as I get into this live or towards the end of it for upcoming releases, the Stone Island joints, they're dropping on the New Balance website. Joe Freshgoods drops his stuff on the New Balance website at some point. So, I mean, what's so special about Action Bronson? I mean, he raps good, but I mean, like, come on now. I'll just leave it at that. But I know he has a select fan base as well. But I never, to be honest, don't ask me to even name you an Action Bronson song, because I can't think of one because I haven't listened to him. I'm not saying he's not good, but I'm just saying, like, the way he's the way these drops are moving, he could, you know what I'm saying? You would think he would want to be more about the fans, And then Dunk said it best. Stony Island or Stone Island. Show him how it's done. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. It's not like, I don't know. His style is already different and unique when it comes to the New Balances. And to be honest, it's like, if you look at okay, and I hate to do the comparison real quick, but the Stone Island New Balances, and then if you look at the Action Bronson joints, you don't know the Action Bronson unless you into sneakers. The Stone Island joint has got its own life as well as showing that this is a collaboration with New Balance. Action Bronson's shoe doesn't scream that to me. And I'm going to just leave it at that. And I'll touch on it probably a little bit again towards the end of the live. Kwame says, yo, what up, Kwame? What up? Y'all smash that like button as y'all come in and out. Slayer says, what's up, my sneaker peeps 100? What up, Slayer? What up? What up? Vaughn says, what up, Slayer? What up? What up? Cool. So let's go ahead and just dive right into the StockX situation real quick, because I feel like it won't take long, and I feel like when we get on this when we get on this when we get on the next topic, we should probably be on there. Like, did anybody copy this Jumpman logo? So we'll see how that goes. You know, it was original photo, but then again, I'm gonna just say this about that before we get too deep into that topic, because we're gonna transition to that one. I'm almost positive if they did, a lawsuit would have been already there, and or who has to say a lawsuit hasn't already happened. I mean, this is my thing. Nike is suing people over copying their logo. So that photo may have inspired it, but at the same time, if it wasn't like copywritten photo or something like that, if you haven't brought it in front of a judge, I mean, it's going to be a stretch, I'm assuming, and not free, you know? But let me share my screen for the Yeezy, for the StockX, how many fake saves caught in the past 12 months. Let me share my screen here. Give me like 2 seconds. Boom, sharing my screen. So it says, Yeezy and Ugg boots for women were the most fake products busted on StockX in the past 12 months. I didn't even know people was checking for Uggs like that. Like, are there some Uggs that's just like really hard to cop, or is it some that's just not available? Because I don't know. I'm not an Ugg guy. I've had a pair of Uggs and I've sold those same pair of Uggs too. Like, I was in them for like 2 seconds, but I didn't keep them that long. Well, I kept them and got my money's worth and then sold them for a little or nothing. Let me hit the chat real quick. Devon says, I saw a certain well-known sneaker YouTuber being sponsored by StockX, and that video, and in that vid, StockX showed him behind the scenes on how to authenticate shoes. I've seen videos like that. Now, have I seen one recently? Nope. But I have seen those done in the past when StockX was ruling. When they was on top, because StockX used to be up there. But let me read through the article real quick. It says, the team at StockX has a busy 365 days rejecting counterfeit products. I still want to know the percentage, and I know they hear it every now and then, but I'm almost positive, like, what's the real percentage? And even if you're getting one wrong, you know, because think about this, all the lawsuits and stuff. Remember when StockX used to say 100% authentic to now it's StockX verified? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's their own, like, that sounds better when it doesn't, you know? You want to hear the word authentic. At least I do, you know? Let's see, J-Rod in the building says, what up? With the salute, what up, J-Rod? What up, what up, what up? Y'all smash that like button as y'all come in and out. Let's see. The marketplace released latest Big Facts report on Thursday titled The Verification Report 2024, 2 days before World Anti-Counterfeiting Day. I didn't know that was a thing. It says, this report, StockX explained others at look into what's happening on the platform across sneakers, apparel, accessories, and collectibles. So that's just a fancy way of just trying to sound good, you know? If you really gonna keep it 100. It says, and this is in a quote, it says, unfortunately, the quality of counterfeit products has improved at lightning speed. Fakes used to be easy to spot, and ironically, we was covering this just on Wednesday, how easy fakes used to be able to spot versus now you gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this, if you gotta double look at the joint, start doing your extra inspections, man. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the best end all be all like legit checker, because you know, sometimes the fakes can look just as better than the real pair. So everybody kind of already knows that, you know. But says, unfortunately, the quality of counterfeit products improved at lightning speed. Fakes used to be easy to spot, and now they can go unnoticed by an untrained eye. And they got that in quotes. I mean, but Again, the only way to me to really get good at being an authenticator, you gotta just be in the game 24/7. Like, you gotta have every shoe. You gotta have something to compare it to. You know what I'm saying? The only way that's gonna work, you're gonna have to get direct. At least you gotta convince in my eyes, right? The company should, hey, this shoe is coming out. Boom, this is the real thing. Compare it off of this. I'm very curious too, and we're gonna keep it 100. I would love to know how Nike authenticates their products. We can talk that all night long too, but I'm very curious how they are able to authenticate their products. And keep in mind, they've had the authentic cases and stuff like that, and there's something in there that they don't put out there. So, and I'm assuming it's that legally that people are not going to put it out. That's like got the hands on. If that stuff leak out, it's going to be one big mess. J Rod says, unless you hit for retail, you can ever be 100% sure it's real. 1% sure it's real. This is true. But you gotta pick your poison too. Yeah, it's a tough pick, especially if you don't have one for retail. And that don't mean stuff, to be honest, because some retail pairs don't all look the same. So I really think it really is hard to authenticate a shoe, nowadays. Says StockX head of brand protection Paul Foley told FN, which I'm assuming that's footwear news, but we're one of the few marketplaces in our space that verifies every product we sell. He says, and we've been extremely committed to increasing our investments in counterfeit prevention. StockX has continued to integrate new technology. For example, we've incorporated RFID scanning into our verification process. We've also built machine learning models to help predict which products and people are higher risk. And we've sought out our partnership with industry brands to further our knowledge. But do you think, I would assume though, I was going to say, like, do you think that with this lawsuit and with them having to change their name, did they learn, like, okay, take this, like, okay, what they're saying, what makes a shoe fake, let's take this back to headquarters and we're going to use this knowledge. But I mean, at the same time, that's only for select models they had up there. Not all. So, I mean, it's still a big gray area if you ask me. He says, he continued, we also have a policy in place, the StockX buyer promise, that gives customers extra peace of mind. This is our guarantee that our buyers have our support. In an unlikely event that StockX makes a mistake, we ship the wrong order, we incorrectly verify an item. Okay, so pretty much they're saying, like, okay, cool, if we get it wrong, we'll make it up to you. But I can debunk that unless things have changed. To the best of my knowledge, StockX doesn't have a phone number. They don't even have like a chat. You have to pretty much submit your request through this joint and let them get back to you. That's a pain in the you-know-what, man. They need a better way to contact like a certain line, but that would mean hire more people. But that lets you know the money, not all the way what it was once in that company, like the way it is now, as in sneaker buying, because the market is just down. Not saying StockX them fell off, which I know these lawsuits and stuff did not help. Let's see. Divine Photo says retail pairs have inconsistencies and so do fake sneakers, so it's tough to tell either way. This is a fact. This is a fact. I agree. Say StockX stated in the last year alone from June 1st, 2023 to May 31, it's rejected more than 400,000 products collectively valued at nearly 85 million because they did not meet its verification standards. The 400,000 rejected items is an increase of roughly 100,000 products compared to the same period year, StockX stated. So they're trying to say they're getting 4 times better, when you times it by 4. That's what I'm reading from that one. So they're getting better at catching more and more fakes. I've heard some people buying like some Louis Vuittons and stuff off there, and that shit wasn't legit, Again, I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard stories. Says, there are several reasons why a product could fail its verification process, StockX explained, such as sizing inconsistency, missing accessories, box damage, signs of previous wear, and if it suspects the items is fake. So, and I think StockX is one of those. I don't know if they're actually doing used shoes at StockX or not yet, because I remember at one point all they used to do is brand new, nothing less. So that used to kind of help, I would think, but I'm not sure if they started doing uses now. I know eBay's still doing the use. I will say the marketing so far, I like it better at eBay. On the resale side of things. I don't know. It's just my poison. It always has been. Says, number one reason products were rejected during the verification process, according to StockX, was a sign of previous wear, accounting for 29 of the rejected products, followed by suspected fakes at 19%. So 29% of this is just basically what I just wanted to know. I was like, the StockX, I remember they used to do only nothing but new. So pretty much, if you tried to send them a shoe that's obviously been worn, like all my shoes, with the exception of a few in my collection, had been worn, they could reject it. If the box is damaged, they could reject it. But that could happen during, shipping. But then they got 19% at like suspected fakes. So there you have it. Says the product category must be supersedable to counterfeits on the marketplace over the last 12 months, according to StockX, was apparel, following by sneakers. So the most fakes products they get first is clothing, and then sneakers next. So makes sense. According to the report, apparel accounted for 54% of all suspected fakes, with sneakers accounting for 33%. So it looks like they catch about 33% worth of fake sneakers, and then 54% of like the fake products like apparel, which is basically clothing, to the best of my knowledge. I don't know, man. I've never been the guy. I never checked StockX for anything other than sneakers, and I only bought one sneaker off StockX, and that was way back in the day when they were on fire. Don't mean they still wasn't good, but I mean, I don't got my money's worth out of them. The Slayer says, just stay away from ScamX, simple. I mean, it's a tough call, man, because like it or not, right? And I'm going to play devil's advocate. No, I'm not trying to defend StockX or pick a side or anything like that. But whenever we go off of what's it going for on the resale market, I'll speak for myself. I usually start at StockX to see what stuff is. Like, I'm looking at a shoe I'm about to try to cop, hopefully Monday. And I see what it's going for. Nice deal, but it's in a bidding status, so I'm being patient with it. And then so, like, yeah, I'm going to place a bid for sure, But I also go to StockX to look and see what it is. See what the price is. Make sure you don't get got. I mean, StockX has always had its pros and cons, bro. Let's just keep it 100. So the market's got to get numbers somehow. Somebody's got, I don't know how they get made up. J-Rod says, I only use StockX to check market. See? Exactly. People, still getting visits on that site. So let me read through the rest of the article real quick. It says, as for the sneakers fake, the most during the aforementioned period of time, leading the way was Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Zebra, which was followed by Adidas Campus Double Zeros Core Black at number 2, and then the Air Jordan 4 Black Cat at number 3. So the top 3 fake sneakers they get caught the most over StockX is the Zebras, the Yeezy Zebras, V2 joints. And then this one caught me off guard for number 2 was Adidas Campus Double Zero Corn Black. I seen them, but I've done some videos on them, but yeah, I wouldn't have known that. But I'm not surprised because the kiddos actually are feeling the Adidas nowadays. A lot of the kiddos are really rocking those. And then number 3 was a Black Cat joint, man. Like, I gave up looking for that joint. And the story behind me and the Black Cat joints, basically I had them joints in my hand for retail, and I had a second shot. I mean, I waited literally the next week, and they were still there. And then that third week, they wasn't there no more. That third week, they had shot up, blink your eye, you missed it, and now they were going on crazy on the resale market. I don't regret it, though, because it got a jump. Like, I know why I didn't buy the joint. It was dope, but I mean, like, I wanted, I prefer the Nike check on the back. It don't have that. So, like, that would kind of, like, push me off the edge. But, like, I'll wait. And, honestly, they were sitting for 2 weeks, so I thought they was going to go on sale. And then I was going to cop them that way. But, turned out to be wrong. Let's see. J Rod says, I'm surprised with the zebras because I figured no one rocked with Ye like that. The zebras was that most hyped shoe at one point, so I mean a lot of people still probably want those. But I thought those waves would come and go too. So I'm surprised too, to keep it 100. Kwame says, false sneakers so good, and I'm a little afraid of all resale. Yeah, I'm assuming the fake sneakers are so good you're afraid of all the resale. Yeah, it'll make you think. It'll definitely make you think. I can see that. Says, Foley noted that the diversity of the sneakers faked over the last 12 months caught his attention and said that the landscape that used to be more focused on luxury and the most expensive products has shifted a bit. So, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. These aren't going crazy on the resale market, I don't think. Well, I know those black cats gotta be. You know, at one point I seen them touch 1K. I know I wasn't doing that. It says, we're seeing pretty broad range from a brand perspective, from a brand representation standpoint. He said, I think there's this idea or that everyone assumes that the most counterfeit sneakers are the most rare. I can see why he would think that, like where people think, hey, yeah, the most rare ones, they're going to be more fakes. He says the most exclusive and the most expensive. He says, he says, in actuality, what we're seeing is that the most counterfeit sneakers are all trade for around 200 or less, which puts them at a very accessible price point related to previous years. The data underscores the fact that no product or brand seems to be immune to counterfeits. So basically saying like nobody's even wasting their time trying to catch those $500 and $600 shoes because nobody's really buying those right now. Everybody's buying these, and then people are gonna resellers. You know, if they're a true reseller, they're gonna not just focus on the hype stuff. They're gonna focus on everything. You know, so because if we go off of just what's coming out now, I don't see how they're keeping the doors open, especially when they got the big stores. You know, and I know what you're saying. Yeah, all their prices overpriced, but who's buying it? You know, he says. He continued, as a comparison, we released a report February 2021 that revealed the most popular fakes. At the time, they were the Jordan 1 High Off-White Chicago. Okay, this was back in 2021. The Jordan 1 High Travis Scott and the Jordan 4 Off-White Sail. All three of those sneakers were reselling for over $500, and today they are trading for more than $1,000. Sounds about right. And that's the only one I don't really have on that list is that Off-White Jordan 1 Chicago. And I don't not got, last time I looked at it, it was 6. Even if it's down to 4, I ain't got that for you. Not for no shoe, bro. Not for no shoe. So we have the UGG Classic Ultra Mini Boot Antelope. So, yeah, I would not rock this. And I don't know if it's just for the ladies or this is versatile, but not for me. I may would like let it slide if I had a boo or something. I'd let the boo rock it. Not me, you know. It says, as for the StockX shoe category, the most fake style was the women UGG Classic Ultra Mini Boot Chestnut, followed by the women's UGG Classic Mini 2 Boot Chestnut and the women's UGG Classic Ultra Mini Boot Antelope. So, wow, did not know that. In terms of slides, so that was the UGGs that have a lot of fakes coming through on UGGs. Apparently, did not know that. Says, in the terms of slides, 3 Adidas Yeezy looks secured to the top 3 spot. That is the Adidas Yeezy Slide Bone was number 1, followed by the Adidas Yeezy Slide Onyx, and then the Adidas Yeezy Foam Runner Onyx, which I hit for a pair of those on retail. So, yeah. I want to try those 450 slides that's supposed to be dropping next week. I want them for retail, though. I ain't paying on resale, but I want to try them out. I know they look a little different, but I want to try them out for real. Let me finish up the rest of the article. Let me touch the chat. Says, the Slayer says, I heard Uggs are comfortable. Oh, they super comfortable, bro. They're super comfortable. I'm going to say this. It's a shoe where in the wintertime, it's perfect. It's a good traveling shoe. I don't like them, but like they are super comfortable. I had the I forgot the ones I had. Like I gotta look my joints up. I forgot what I had. But them joints, I gotta look. It's gonna bother me. I forgot which ones I had, but I used to be into it. Let me so I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick once I get through wrapping up the last part of this article. Kwame says, I'm about to buy a sub 200 shoe on resale apps too. That's bad news. Yeah, but I mean, it just depends. Yeah, it is bad news if the lower stuff, it seemed to be more fake stuff. Yeah, I mean, if this is based off of their numbers, the Slayer says, yeah, I saw that Uggs have a men's section. Might give it a try. I had a pair. I'll show you the ones I had. It was a wave for a minute. Nobody really rocking them no more, but it was a wave. And them joints are super comfortable, and I would rock the shoestrings loose. Downside to Uggs, though, you cannot get that mug wet. Even though they got the cleaning shoes that's supposed to restore them, bring it back, it helped, but once it's wet, it's over. It's over. And I wore mine in the snow, which was a smart move, but at the same time, your feet will get wet in those shoes too, man. It was not the business. Kwame says, Uggs was definitely hot for a while. Yeah, I got to pull up the joints I had. Let me finish the rest of this article. It says, Foley said he believes current counterfeit trends will continue into foreseeable future and noted StockX is prepared to face them. Says we're going to see a diverse sampling of brands, and the products that are being counterfeit are going to be more general release and accessible products. He said, looking ahead, we plan to continue to build on the investments we've already made with expanding the use of technology, additional brand relationships, and then necessary support of law enforcement. So if it's a repeat offender, they're going to try to sue him or something. I don't know, So we'll see how that goes. We're going to transition to the next topic as well. But I do want to see if I can find the Uggs I had. I've been on this joint for like 30 minutes. Going to be on there like another 30. Let me see. I got to look up to see which ones I had. Hold on real quick. I got to see. I got to type in Uggs, men. It's like some little boot joints. But I know they're popular enough where if I see them, I'll be able to pull them up, man. The ones I recommended. Here they go right here. Yep. These are the joints I had right here, right at Macy's. Right here. Let me share my screen. Give me like 2 seconds. Boom, right there. These are the joints I rock. And I got that mug wet, and that mug turned super brown, like dark brown. But it was comfortable. I used to rock the laces glue. This is the man's Numel Classic boot. And then they got the black joint right here. But these are the ones I rock. Like, I don't know, man. If I was on my prep stuff or something like that, I get these joints. But it was like a little small, little ankle boot, Yeah, pretty dope. Like I still think it's alright. Even this little green joint ain't looking bad. And they got the gray joint. I mean, they was hot for a minute, man. I feel like everybody had a pair for a minute, man. Y'all don't judge the kid, but yeah, I think I've seen even some of the bigger YouTubers. My bad on that. I've seen some of the bigger YouTubers even like do that. You know what I'm saying? They were rocking these. Let me hit the chat real quick. Let's see. J-Rod says, y'all rocking with the Chanel 3s they loaded on sneakers. I did see that. I'm going to touch on them towards the end of the live. But I did see that as well. Let's transition to, did Nike copy the Jordan? The Jordan Jumpman 40 years ago. The photographers still think so. So we're going to touch on this article real quick. And then we'll talk upcoming releases to wrap things up. If y'all are enjoying the live, man, definitely smash the like button, sub up for real, man. It really means a lot to the kid. Let's see. Let me read through the article. It says, Cole Ren Meester, hopefully I read it correctly, defends his place in the Air Jordan history. And this is the comparison side by side, everybody. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this one right here where it shows the black leg joint, he's in some New Balances apparently. And then apparently over here, they are, what we're supposed to be getting, the black toe joints, Jordan 1s coming out this year. So we'll see. But this is where that infamous Jumpman logo came from, apparently. And yeah, I mean, it actually really happened, and it actually became a logo. That's pretty dope. Let's see. Cole Meester can't look at the Jumpman logo. The blacked out silhouette of a floating Michael Jordan, which has adorned millions of pairs of Jordan sneakers for decades, still irritates him. He says, I turned my eyes away, Remaster says. So Ren Master is a dude, I'm guessing, who took the photo, and he says every time he sees it, he must have to turn his head away a lot because them motherfuckers everywhere. We were just talking about that in the barbershop today. Like, everybody don't bought a pair of J's at some point, for the most part. It says, Kwame says, I think the threes are cool. They're totally different. You're talking about the Chanel joints. It says, it's an unnatural reaction for Rentmaster, a Dutch photographer who spent much of his life training his eyes and lenses on subject matters, how to challenge that may be. It says, at Life magazine, which is, he's the one who took the picture for it, right? He documented that Watts uprising in 1965 embattled himself with troops in the Veteran War, or the Vietnam War. Said he's huddled with snow monkeys in the mountains for Japan and followed polar bears across Canada's tundra. So he's taken some wildlife photos, apparently, is what we're trying to get at, right? I get it, okay? They're really overly selling the guy, if you ask me. Now the guy is, if I'm reading this correctly, listen to this. The 88-year-old Rentmaster, who was the Olympic rower before he found for photojournalism, he's seen it all. One thing he can't bear to see anymore, though, is that logo. He says, I can't bounce back from it. Rentmaster says, I never forget this. So what happened with him and the Jumpman? So apparently this is what happened, right? We're going to go through this little rabbit hole. It says, in a 1984 Life commissioned Rentmaster for a photo essay on American Olympians for a special issue timed to the year Summer Olympics in Los Angeles. As part of the assignment, he traveled to the University of North Carolina's campus in Chapel Hill that February to photograph a young Michael Jordan who was not yet played in the NBA game nor signed a deal with Nike. Rentmaster instructed Jordan to leap through the air with his legs sprayed out in the fashion of a ballet dancer. Interesting. And Michael Jordan did that? That's what he described? So this is why he feel like, but at the time he didn't know he was creating a look. Nobody knew he was going to be who he was, though. But we'll keep on going. After Rentmaster photo of Jordan was published across a 2-page spread in Life that summer, Nike took note. Peter Moore, the Nike creator director responsible for the look of the Air Jordan line, paid Rentmaster $150 for true transparency of the photo that August. Okay, so I mean they confiscated you. Y'all had a deal. You know, they not confiscated, but they compensated him. You know what I'm saying? They paid him. You know what I'm saying? They're like, all right, cool, here's $150. He took it. You know? So I don't know. It says Nike then created a similar image in the version showing that Jordan Jumpman in nearly the same pose. From the photo, it would deprive the Jumpman logo, a sportswear symbol that is now globally recognizable and no doubt to be the churn and Rentmasters nearly unavoidable. So my thing is, though, they did pay him $150. Not much, you know, even back then, you know, that's okay money, but I mean, like, obviously not life-changing money. But he didn't know what it was for. So, I mean, that's probably where there's no lawsuit, because he's also telling that, you know, that was good as, like, probably a decent contract. And they didn't tell him what they're going to use it for. He asked for it, boom. They added some tweaks to it and blacked it out and made it a silhouette. And here we are. You know, and I'm not trying to take Nike's side here, but I can see where he's coming from as well. Says Rentmaster never got credit for it. He would allege in a lawsuit decades later. See, I was wondering if this goes, so I knew he had to sue him. Says he would allege in a lawsuit decades later that Nike agreed to pay him $15,000 in March in 1985 for a limited use of his Jordan image for 2 years. The sneaker company relating other after Remedi's constant badgering and threats of litigation, which basically saying he was going to take him to court. But did it actually make it to court? Because that's what litigation is. You know, you can either do mediation, which means y'all come to an agreement outside of court, or litigation is where you go fight it in front of a judge, to the best of my knowledge. Y'all know how I know the legal system the hard way. Yeah, and I've been in those scenarios. Rentmaster has intermittently fought for the recognition for his role in making the image of the Air Jordan since then. As his 90 as he's nearly 90, there is still plenty of fight in him. So bro, I don't know, man. Think about this. This was back in 1985. This dude, 88 years old, and he's still trying to, brave soul, bro. Says, I felt so strongly that the evidence that I had in my story was a solid that legally Nike couldn't get out of, Rimmaster says. Well, I'm assuming we can see where this is going, right? It says, he will try again to tell his side of the story of the Jumpman's documentary short premiering at the Tribeca Film Festival on Friday. The doc is directed by Rimmaster's son-in-law, Tom Day. It gives Rimmaster a platform that the 2015 lawsuit he brought against Nike didn't. After the Oregon judge dismissed the case, Rimmaster felt he had more to say. So there you go. The guy, you've tried it, and the judge dismissed it. So, I'm assuming it's like, bro, like it's a photo, but like you're looking at a black dot. You can't, you know what I'm saying? This is my thing. The reason why I think that the judge threw this out, and I'm no lawyer, so this is all opinionated and alleged, I don't know. I'm assuming they're looking like, dog, you're fighting a blacked out silhouette. Like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? And now, on the flip side, we've seen that one company that tried to do the Jumpman logo, and he had like he was doing the skis. He had the skis in his hand. Yeah, now that was pushing it, But yeah, like this is kind of different. I can see his argument, but I see where the case is not strong. You know what I mean? Just to be real about it. Let's see. One of the main reasons why I wanted to make this film, Day says, was because when I found out he wasn't able to address the jury, I thought, well, maybe through a documentary he could kind of address the court of public opinion. So we'll see how it goes. Is anybody going to check for this is the question. It's a documentary and it's going to go at a film festival. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. I'll listen to his side, but my thing is this, bro. No disrespect, but I'm going to say you got what, homie? You got to start where the action is. And because I don't know how long would a documentary going to be. If it's longer than, do we want to hear an hour of that whole, look, I'm just saying he can cut the story to a 15-minute joint. The whole situation. 30 at best, but again, I don't know how long the film is, and I don't want to seem like I'm dissing the homie or anything like that, because if it's a lot to the backstory other than you took the photo and they gave you 150 for it, you took him to court and it didn't work, and you got dismissed, then, I kind of just told a movie. But obviously, I'm assuming they're going to tell it more from just me standing in front of, like, y'all. They're going to actually tell the story with images and all that and make whatever they're going to make, a documentary. Says, Jumpman has Rentmeester speaking directly to the camera. He breaks when the topic of his lawsuit drums up too much emotion. So I'm assuming they already watched it and you bring in a lawsuit. I'm assuming he was devastated, but bro, I've been there too where I've lost that joint. It's hard to get over that joint. It is hard. Says, and the docket says he recalls in precise detail the events of the day he captured Jordan on film. Jordan's time was precise even then. He showed up hours late to the shoot. He said he showed up hours late to the shoot, which Rimmaster staged at the crest of the campus hill, fuzzy with grass. So he put that so there was a court, but that really wasn't like a fuzzy grass. So he put that on there himself. Okay, for any ill will the photographer harbors over the image, he aims none of it at Jordan. He was actively friendly, cooperative, and very laid back, Rimmaster says. Okay, so interesting. Let's see. Jordan's time was even precise then. He showed up hours late, but he was very chill though. So that was obviously very, very cool of him. Let's see. Where we at? Divine says, I rock with the Nina 3s. Okay, the Nina Chanel 3s. He says, hopefully they don't do no weird release. We'll see. I don't get my hopes up no more with that ever since the Action Bronson, but I know Nike them is different. But those Travis drops be straight cheeks too. Let's see. Devon says, where you have to buy some clothing to get those shoes. Yeah, that's annoying too. I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's cool. If I just want the shoe, don't make me buy your merch. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we've seen it. We've seen it from several different ones, though. You know, J Balvin. You know, he's another one. Action Bronson, I believe. So again, alleged. I don't know. But it says the image of the Jordan that Rentmaster made of life are most significant for the logo they eventually inspired, but also notable for those Jordan wore and a secure pair of all white New Balances. So I told you those were New Balances. It was an anomalous choice for Jordan, who wore Converses in college and became synonymous with Nike later in 1984. Designer Joe Freshgood referenced, I told y'all, man, look at that. Remember how I started the live off? I didn't even know they were going to put all this in this article because I read this stuff right on the live with y'all. So, like, honestly, yeah, man, I remember doing it too. I remember talking about it. It says Rentmaster doesn't have any idea why Jordan wore sneakers he did that day. He was preoccupied with the choreographing of Jordan's grand jumpy jump, giant jump, or however you want to say that, hypey jump, because it's got a little apostrophe in that joint. But yeah, he was basically too busy trying to get the perfect photo. He didn't care necessarily what shoes Jordan had on. He didn't pay any attention to that. So, again, I think this photo was before he actually officially became on with Nike. So we're going to keep it moving right along here. It says, and what is either a coincidence or a manifestation of some Latin influence or some latent influence. Rentmaster himself is a New Balance man these days. Of course, he has never owned a pair of Jordans. Wow. He upset that much he never owned a pair of Jordans. Earlier in his life, he wore Adidas, and earlier at his life, he remembers Adidas, Sycon, and exec Horst Danzer marching through the magazine New York offices to hassle employees about how to brand goods would appear in Life's pages. Okay. It says, in Jumpman, Rentmaster recounts the exact moment when he struck him that Nike had used his work as a template of its own. On a trip to Chicago in late 1984, he was shocked to see a gigantic highway adjacent Nike billboard that showed Jordan mid-jump. His legs kicked out as familiar angle in the Rentmaster photo. That right-handed the Jordan was dunking with his left hand, and it was Rentmaster's eyes, a direct ripoff of his work. So that was the first time he seen it. Whenever I guess he was pulling up, saw that big billboard in Chicago. I mean, I could see it, but this is the photo right here, apparently. But this is it again. Like he's doing it again, and now it's in a pair of Nikes. It says, that was after Nike had paid the photographer for the use of the transparency. So Nike, I mean, they've already been paid. What more do they want? What more does he want? It says, after seeing the billboard, Rentmaster secured an extra $15,000 from Nike in exchange for 2-year licenses for his Jordan photo. Rentmaster says that one of the ways the sneaker company placed him was by promising him future work. Oh, okay. So they like gave him $15K and like, all right, cool, we'll take care of you if we need some more photo work, we'll call you. He says, but they never came back. Yeah, they pretty much said, here, man, take this and hey, we got you we need some more photos taken. And he says, yes, that was of course another big disappointment. It says the jobs that Rentmaster says Nike dangled in front of him never materialized. Moore stopped returning his calls. It says, now looking back, I just took some of their statements and promises, the verbal promises, mainly, Rentmaster says, I must admit. So he says, if you know Jordan history, so I could probably play this real quick. It's 44 seconds. Let me see, because I think I did watch this. Hold on, let me see if I can get this joint to play. Yes, Yeah, it's not even really playing that much loud noise anyway, but this is apparently the photo.
And here he is, poised in the air. His total control of his body. Effortless. Defying gravity. Incredibly beautiful. The camera was frozen on a tripod, and I would then look at it and I would then hit the shutter while looking over the camera, judging the height of the apex. And if I would look at that and then try to then immediately respond with my finger pushing the button, I would be just a split second late. It was
Oh wow.
dynamite.
So this is the photo he said he's taking, you know. That's that Jumpman logo apparently, you know. But Nike's paid him for the transparencies, you know, and I guess they have the right to do what they want to do with it. But I'm no lawyer, I'm no legal person, but I'm assuming that's probably how that went. Let's see, Devon says, where you have to buy some clothing. Okay, cool. I got you. I already read that one. Let me read through the rest of the article. It says the photographer working then as a freelancer didn't have the resources to pursue Nike. He had other priorities. He was a young father raising twin girls, and he had the fear that trying to chase Nike down would earn him the unwanted stigma of being overly litigious. Peers warned Rentmaster against making himself a repertoire. He says, if you take this on, they told him, it'll really maybe affect your work and getting work from other clients. Yeah, because Nike's top dog, and you know, he basically, in other words, like he could be taking a risk of being blackballed. Rentmaster moved on with his career, but the issue would rear back up. Years after the Jordan shoot, he ran into Chuck Kwan, and the photographer who took Nike Jumpman photo. Rentmaster confronted him when the two ran into each other in Nevada, where he was working on a Marlboro campaign, which I'm assuming Marlboro cigarettes. Says, I ran into him at a motel somewhere, Rentmaster remembers, and I said, are you the guy that took his picture? Kwan confirmed it was. Thanks a lot, Rentmaster says. I told him turning around in the next second to walk away. I mean, he says, I couldn't pop him in the face. He says, I couldn't pop him in the face, so he wanted to hit the guy. Says, though his battle over the Jordan pose went dormant for years, the Unbraged did not. Rentmaster was consumed. So he's mad over this whole thing. But, I mean, they could have drawn that up, though. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't. I don't know. It's a gray area. Like, this is really a gray area for me. It says, those things really hurt me in those days, said Rentmaster. They were in my mind all the time. There were always lots of fury associated with that. Rentmaster thought he might settle his troubles with Nike in 2015 when he found a lawyer who was willing to file a lawsuit against the sneaker company on his behalf, pro bono. Pro bono means everybody, you ain't got the money, but the lawyer's gonna work pro bono, meaning when the money comes in, they get a certain percentage off rip before you do. So say had he would have won the lawsuit, let's say he won 100,000, which I'm hoping the attorney's gonna be pushing for a lot more than that. But let's just say he won $1 million. That attorney finna see a strong 350,000 for his troubles, which is still good, you know. But you know, they gonna take care of themselves, if not more. Probably won't even have, you know, depending on what the amount is. Good attorneys don't work for free, and I'm gonna just leave it like that. And good attorneys aren't cheap. And I'm telling you, I ain't never had a good attorney, and they were expensive too. Or let me word it differently. All the attorneys I had were very expensive, and I still lost. That's the best way I can put it. Let's see. Rentmaster sued Nike in Oregon District Court in January 2015, accusing the brand of copyright infringement and violating the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. Documents filed in the lawsuit included invoices from the 80s that Rentmaster sent to Nike for the limited use of the Jordan photo. Let's see. Nike has obtained billions of dollars in revenue through its direct controversy. So they were definitely going to be suing for millions, if not billions. Infringements of Mr. Rendmaster's copyright. His complaint read, the infringement Jumpman logo has been an integral part of Nike's marketing strategy from its introduction in 1987 to the present, and it has helped establish Nike as one of the largest global sports apparel brand. I mean, it definitely screams Jumpman, like you definitely a recognizable logo, but I mean, Jordan put a lot of that stuff in there too because everybody wanted to be like Mike, you know? Let's see, the Jumpman photo lawsuit didn't get far. After some back and forth, Judge Michael W. Montsman granted Nike motion to dismiss the complaint in June 2015. Judge Mooresman wrote in his opinion that there is no substantial similarities, right, between the original Rendmaster photos and Nike, and that the former work was only entitled to thin protection. In March 2019, the Supreme Court rejected Rendmaster's appeal. So he tried to take the Supreme Court and they rejected. Damn, bro. Cause I mean, they paid homie for the joint. He didn't know he was making the Jumpman logo, and I'm assuming he didn't have that photo probably in the right proper format where they can't be used by any other company. You know what I mean? And he gave it to them willingly. So pretty much, I'm pretty sure once Nike probably saw that, like, hey man, cut this guy off, man. We don't waste our time with this. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to put the right copyright on your stuff. And even still, that stuff only lasts for so long. You have to renew it after X amount of years. You know? The process frustrated Rendmaster, who still feels incredulous. So, like incredulous. Like, pretty much he feels like he got credit, like no credit. Says, so does he want a check or does he just want credit? Like, that, hey, yeah, I took the photo. The whole legal establishment just looked bored. He says they didn't want to deal with it. To him, the result felt personal so much that he was willing to cast totally perspective appearances of Nike co-founder Phil Knight. I see him some sort of as a king of the whole situation, and the judge Warsman, I suspected it was just suspected that may have had 10,000 shares of Nike or his daughter's worked at Nike. So he's thinking that they were not going to bite the hand that feeds you in so many words. Again, he doesn't know. He says suspected, so alleged, he doesn't know. What did Rendmaster feel would have been the adequate compensation for Nike appropriating his work? His lawsuit didn't put forth a specific number, but he has an idea of a price now. I thought about $500 million. I told you, that man wanted $500 million, bro. $500 million. $500 million, bro. So $500 million. He won't. They homie had they would have been like, yo, let me get $1 million. Nike would have been like, you know what? All right, man, we got you. Nike got $500 million. They ain't finna give it to you. You know, hell no. I'm pretty sure they tried to come. I'm pretty sure they probably threw a low number out there, and he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna take it all the way." You know, it says his current ask is more modest for him. The project would have significantly if the Jumpman documentary spurred a legal response that strengthens copyright laws to better protect artists. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure Nike are good on the books as far as copyright, because Nike's doing all the lawsuits now, man. I'm gonna wrap this up real quick, see what all we got left, and we'll talk upcoming releases. Says, in a very unlikely event that Nike does reverse course and acknowledge his role in the Air Jordan logo, Rendmaster hopes that the brand would also make a donation on his behalf, $25 million to the United States Rowing Association and another $25 million to Artists' Rights Organization. Yeah, that's probably not happening. Sans that kind of happy ending can be a photographer's managed to be peace. Most likely, yes, Rendmaster says. He insists that as long as the documentary at least gives him the chance to explain from his perspective what happened between him and Nike, he can be content. I mean, yeah, you can explain all you want to, but I mean, article kind of already did it. If there's not much difference from it, we'll see. But I guess he just want to say it out of his own mouth. Pause. The public can react to it in their own degree. Judgment, it's not gonna. If he thinks this is gonna, even if he has a great story, right? And we see it's not gonna change Jordan Brand and Nike them. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna look at them no worse than we already look at them now. You know, if we're gonna keep it 100. But I guess that's what he wants, the public opinion now, and hopefully that makes Nike look bad. For a day, the documentary's director, the goal was to never to completely resolve the matter, but to help Rimmaster find gratitude as an antidote for his grievances, like pretty much his what happened. You know, it says in the way Jumpman might absolve the photographer of some rinse or bitterness. So maybe just him venting it out on live on camera or something like that will make him feel better, I guess. It says, I knew the forgiveness is not on the table, and I was not expecting that from, nor wanting that from Day said, but I did want to provide some kind of relief. So he just wants homie to get his story out there so he can put it at peace. Even if the movie does not convince Nike to issue a delayed repertoire, which I'm pretty sure Nike ain't finna throw him no coins now, it might affect change in Day's household. He admits to the shock of Rimmaster that his teenagers have coveted Nikes and he has provided them. So he doesn't wear Nikes, but he's provided them for his kids because they asked for them. So yes, kiddos rock them. Says they're allowed to wear them, Day says. And I'm talking, so I wouldn't be surprised. He says, I didn't know Rimmaster interjects. I would have argued these situations. So I'm assuming no. Even Day. So I guess Day, the person this is this dude's son-in-law, right? So his son-in-law, they wear the Nikes because they're the one who's doing documentaries. But Rimmaster himself don't. But like pretty much that means his grandchildren are, right? If I'm not mistaken. It says now that he's been enlisted in the battle over the Jordan logo, the director isn't sure he can continue to procure Nike Air Force Ones and the alike. After making the movie, Day says, I can't buy any more of those. So now he's jumping ship. But I mean, I'm going to just be nice about it. Some telling me, Nike's definitely getting newer and newer customers each and every day. But let's talk upcoming releases and wrap things here up, man. So this was definitely a good one for sure. One thing I did want to touch on, I did see the New Balance Stony Island joints, or the Stone Island New Balance are supposed to be coming next week. I like these. I don't know if I'm going to go for them. I got to see how my pocketbook looking. I'm talking my wallet. But I don't know, man. I wouldn't mind having a pair. And to be honest, this little, I guess just beach coral or this light green with mustard gold, it's actually sticking out to me. I actually like it. And I think we also have we have those Jordan 1 denims releasing next week. I'm not impressed. I don't see the point, but I got a video coming on those. Let's see what else. And I know we do got the Chanel joints. Everybody was talking about those. I'm gonna see if I can pull those. We did have the reverse Oreos drop today. I think those are still available. And I know we got those, but those are the denim joints. But yeah, this is the Chanel joints. So, to each your own for sure. I'm not mad at them, but I don't know, man. Maybe I need to see like some in person, like on feats or something like that. Maybe so. And then apparently rumors is in 2025, and I really hate to be speaking 2025 right now when we're not through 2024, but there may be a Nike SB Air Max 95. That would be very interesting. So we'll see how that goes. Also, 2025, there's supposed to be Air Jordan 5 Grape returns. That Nike check on the back. We got No Hype in the building. Says salute. What up? What up? What up? Let's see. I think pretty much that's it. What else we got up on here? Trophy Room's supposed to be releasing soon too. This is, I think we already had the away pair. This is supposed to be the home pair. Retail only. I don't know if I would want them. I definitely wouldn't want to pay resale, no matter how low they go. So, but we'll see how that goes. And this is pretty much a comparison between, I think this is the away pair. No, this is the home pair. This is the home pair. No Hype says grapes are a must. Yeah, they are dope. And this is a sample pair. That's what's up on there. So, they look pretty dope though. I ain't gonna bash them. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. So apparently, so this is the ones. Oh, so I think this is the away joints. These were the away joints right here. Yeah, these dropped back in March. Let me see the away joints. Let me see. I want to see the away joints. Yeah. So these are the away joints. These are the aways. Let's see. I'm not gonna go on StockX and all that, but yeah, these are the away joints. And then the home. Let me see. The homes are gonna be slightly different. What's the major difference though? They kind of look the same. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let me pull up another image real quick because these joints kind of they trippy with me right now. Give me like 2 seconds. Let me test the chat. Let's see. No Hype says I can't rock with the Ninas. Look like GS in my opinion. GS shoe. Okay, I feel you on that. Let's see, because the home are supposed to be coming. Let's see. I gotta look up the home versus the away joint. That's what I need. And then I'll also show you guys what's still in stock too. Real quick, sharing my screen. Boom. Looks like we still have obviously those SBs that dropped the collab. We have the Oreo 6s that dropped. The Jordan 12 red stripe on there. Military Blue 4 still in building. Wow. And we got, yeah, we still got quite a few stuff that's available. A lot of stuff. Even the shorts I got on right now in this live available. You know, you can load more. So a lot of stuff is technically still sitting because this is the in stock. If you look at it, it's in stock. So you got to keep that in mind. I wonder what this hoodie is and the sizes like. Yeah, so they got a few sizes. That's the shorts. The hoodie's back in stock. You know what I'm saying? Don't really want it. The joggers look dope. The fleece pants. And then we got another set of fleece pants and shirts. Yeah, so a lot of stuff is actually still readily available, man. It's crazy what we got still sitting. But times are just different now, man. And I think that's pretty much it. I think, what did I say that I want to look up real quick? The away to trophy room away joints real quick, and then I'm going to wrap things up here. Been on this joint for like an hour and 7 minutes. Y'all work with the kid. Let me see. Trophy room Jordan 1 low. So I just want to see real quick images. Okay, because all I seen, I think, yeah, I ain't seen the, yeah, one's home and one's away. Let me see. Let me type in away and see what the away pair look like. Because they both look very similar to me. So I'm going to share my screen. Boom. So apparently this is supposed to be that with the yellow laces. Now if you type in the home joint, let me see. Home. Boom. Yeah, they look very similar, man. So I guess we'll have to just wait and see. Because apparently they're coming yet, but I don't think they actually have an official image. Because these are still, this has got to be the away pair, man. If I'm not mistaken. Because I don't think they even like, you know what? I'll see if StockX got them real quick. Ironically, right? I just want to see if there's like any major difference. Like, I don't think they have the official images. Let's see. Trophy room low. Gotta see this joint real quick. Yeah, there's no official images of the home pair. These are the away pair. Okay, cool. You know, gotta learn myself. So yeah, we got the away pair just sharing the screen right here, but the like actual home pair, I don't think there's an actual image of it yet. And just for shits and giggles, depending on your size, I'm a size 10. You can get them for what, 380, 378, really? You know, depending on how you want to make your payment. But other than that, yeah, let me put myself back on the main screen and wrap things up here for the night, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love. Definitely means a lot to the kid. Y'all definitely smash the like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new. And if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones. And what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional try hauls. And y'all know I'll be back on Monday with another Music Monday. Until then, sign up for that Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. It is free to sign up. You know, I talk a little bit of everything on there from music to sneakers and, of course, a food section. And if y'all want to get a sneak peek of what I'm wearing throughout the week, it will most likely be there. But other than that, man, let me wrap things up. Y'all definitely smash the like button, sub up. And, of course, my name is Jeremy Jones. And, yeah, man, I am officially out of this thing. Peace.
remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember.